Behind the lens, celebrity photographer Annie Leibovitz examines a life in pictures. Named a celebrity musician or world leader, indeed, Annie Leibovitz has probably photographed them, and her iconic work is now on display at Atlanta's High Museum of Art. She gives us a personal tour of her life behind the lens. I don't think that name is big enough. I was having a big argument with the curator and said this is not big enough. I mean, I need, I think it should be a lot larger. I'm very upset about it. And Annie Leibovitz, and this is my show, Photographers Live, 1990 to 2005. Come on. It harkens back to when I first started photography, and I was a student at the San Francisco Art Institute, and the kind of photography that I was taught was, Robert Frank, Cartier Bresson. It was kind of personalized reportage, and again, it's this idea of letting scenes unfold in front of you, scenes that you are not trying to control. They just happen, and you are just documenting it, really. And it's done with a 35 millimeter camera, black and white, and it just I know black and white very well, and I don't think about it, so I just aim the camera, and take the pictures. I remember I worked with her when she was working on the Stanley Kubrick film, and her skin was translucent because Stanley Kubrick told her she could not go out into this daylight. She and Tom Cruise were there for like over a year, doing this film, and it was so. By the time I photographed her, it was almost like you could see through her skin. It was translucent. She's so ethereal, ethereal and beautiful, and such a really, such a good actor. Again, and I like the idea that when you worked with someone like Nicole Kidman, you're going to see her again, and you sort of build on that. Remember, there was a shoot with Jim Carrey, and I already had the shoot sort of designed. I wanted to do a sort of takeoff on Francis Bacon, and he's such a phys, phys act, phys act, physical physical actor, Jim Carrey, and he came in, and he just looked like he looked blank. He just looked, and I could tell he just didn't want. The worst thing that happens with comedians is people always want them to be funny in pictures, and they just, what does that mean to be funny? We don't know what it means. So I said, you don't really have to do anything today. Really, this is we're really doing nothing. I love architecture. I just wanted to always see Phil Johnson's house, and I had just photographed him, and he said, "Oh sure, you're welcome to come by. Just make an appointment." Blah blah blah. So I made an appointment, and I was going by, and I was surprised that he was there. I didn't expect him to be there. I wasn't planning on visiting him with him. And I think that he was really upset that I was more interested in the house than in him. My mother's my mother's my mother's a beach baby. She was brought up on the Jersey Shore. I mean, she would spend her summers at the Jersey Shore, and she becomes alive when she goes in the water. The beach is a very important world for my mother. She can go in the water, and she becomes 20 years younger. And so gatherings at the beach were, quite common when we had a chance.